Hello again, my excellent friends.
Here I come to save the day.
Fred, do something! In there, Fred.
Good evening and welcome to today's stream. I hope everybody had it. As a matter of fact, I can guarantee you all had a better day than me, because I am genuinely annoyed on a few fronts. Well, number one, went and mailed off my ballot for the general election. I did that. I did that very early this morning, in part because I had a hell of a time trying to get to sleep last night. And then and then it's like that's literally it's an hour round trip. It's like 30 minutes from my house on foot to the nearest mailbox, and then you talk about 30 minutes back. So it was indeed a hike, to say the least. Then I turn around and get back, and then find out, oh, somebody's like, okay, most folks, no, I do like some story writing for in exchange for cash compensation, and my terms and conditions are very very clear. I make sure everyone knows what those terms and conditions are before I take on any commission request. And for the first time outright, somebody refused to pay. So needless to say, and we went back and forth on it because the same method I use for everyone. No one else has ever had an issue. And thus it straight up pissed me right the hell off. It's like I told him, it's like, so yeah, all right, they're blacklisted from ever doing business with me again. It's like I'm not gonna, because it's wasting my time. So I make no bones about it. There it is, without question, very very frustrating. But well, on the flip side, you know, at least people understand like my genuine frustration with that. I mean, it's I do the writing as a way to help supplement my income. There have been times, matter of fact, there have been months where I've earned more from actual writing than I did from my actual day job. combined with folks who on Subscribe Star and the number of commissions I was able to do in a particular month. So, needless to say, by the time that situation like came to a head, it was like I was genuinely upset. It was like I took the evening off from work. It's like I was lucky enough to be in a good position because I got like the big tax property tax thing paid that was due on November 1st. I got that out of the way last week. So and got some groceries, loaded up on stuff that I really should not eat, but yeah. Matter of fact, I got me a box of Cookie Crisp. All right, it's like literally before cause this stream this start like the time I hit like start the start or stream button, it was like 9:32. I was having a bowl of Cookie Crisp. This is my bowl. Yes, it's shaped like a baseball helmet. Yeah, so I was having yeah. So that's kind of like where my head is at the moment. So. Yeah, so I got some writing done, not all of it, in terms of for someone who actually does get their get their stuff. This stuff goes over here. Guess what? I want to talk to this. Oh, perfect! Right in the hamper. Not to have straight clothes over here. It's like I try not to, not always successful. Positive things. Positive things for today. Maybe some DVDs that I was looking forward to that are of a beyond R-rated capacity that I was looking for. One of which is actually a retitle of something else. I was looking for something under it under original title, was not able to find it, and I did find it under a re-release title, which is kind of nuts. And have been looking at alternate ways to get some music made for the channel, and I think I may have found something or other. I don't know. I don't know. You just gotta buy all the blues records that you can. So we're back to Dragon Age this evening, and where the hell did I put my glasses at? You'd think I put my glasses in the same spot every time, but I don't. I put them on the desk, but they're never in the same spot. Is there a way to tell how stacked are? All right.
Indeed. Yes.
Thunder Humper?
Yes.
Oh, blast it.
Yes.
Yes. It was like Thunder Humper. Since we gotta go to Denerim Minery, but I want to swing by Soldier's Peak first. On the grounds of
More darkspawn, I see. As you desire. Of course. Of course. So I shall. Well, all right.
Is this dude the Darkspawn leader?
Serve yourself.
Huh, he lost his head.
So I shall. Could have just given up, you know. See there? That's a trap. As you design. Of course.
Good start. Kind of perfect. We're running into the stuff. Since we're going to a spot where we can, what is it? Drop things off. There's no reason to travel in that direction. Oh, there may have been a reason. Winds collapsed?
I fell.
Are you all right?
For a moment there, I thought it was all over.
You thought what was over?
Everything. I will explain everything when we are back at camp. Now is not the time.
All right, so we need to speak. We need to go back to the camp after we drop off all the goodies. So we can wheel that. Oh, can we take cannon stuff out and give it to... Requires 42 magic. Wait. Anything below a certain point. Keep those. that. Keep that. That's a name item. That's a named item.
What can I do for you, Warden?
All right.
Certainly.
Check and see.
Warden.
Do they make... All right. So we got the... We did that explory stuff. Well, there's the body count.
I think I owe you an explanation for what happened earlier.
Yes, you do.
You should know that something happened to me at the tower before you came along. You spoke to Petra, did you not? She told you I saved her from a demon. I did, but I did not survive that encounter.
You're undead?
No, I'm not undead. If I were a possessed walking corpse and could still think, I'd kill myself. I engaged a very powerful demon to rescue Petra. It sapped me of all my energy and will and left me drained. It took everything I had to defeat it. And when I was done, I no longer had the strength to keep my heart beating. I remember my life ebbing away.
Wow.
Everything receded from me. Sound, light. I remember being enveloped in complete, impenetrable darkness. And then I sensed a presence enfolding me and cradling me, whispering quietly to me.
She had a near-death
The
experience.
sensations impossible to describe. I was being held back, firmly but gently, as a mother would a child, eager to slip from her grasp. I felt life and warmth flowing through my veins again. I began to be aware of small sounds and the discomfort of my hip pressing into the cold stone of the tower floor.
That's an amazing story.
Fade contains spirits both benevolent and malicious. The benevolent spirits seldom make themselves known, because they want nothing from mortals, unlike the demons. It was one of these spirits that saved me. Without it, I would be dead. And it has not left me. It is with me even now, bonded to me. You see, I am supposed to be dead. It is the spirit that is keeping me in this world.
Huh.
And this is not the way of things. Perhaps the spirit did not expect this, but it is weakening gradually. I am living on borrowed time.
And we will make the best of that time.
Yes, that we will. What's on your mind?
Why did the spirit choose to help you?
I have always had an affinity for the spirits of the Fade. As a child, I never feared my dreams because I knew they were there.
I've never experienced that before.
I've always been able to feel the spirits, even if I never saw them. And as I nurtured my talent in the circle, I became more sensitive. I began to notice every time I was in the Fade, whether it was in a dream or in magical practice, that I was being watched.
Do spirits watch people like that?
I suppose they must. It is these benevolent spirits that create our dream worlds in the Fade. Sometimes I would see it, a glowing, nebulous form. Most times I would just feel its presence, gentle and comforting, but somehow alien. I think it is a spirit of faith. They have never been seen before, and perhaps I am wrong. But something tells me I'm not. It always felt like the same entity. This one spirit was curious about me, and was guarding me, for want of a better word.
Kind of fascinating when you think about it in the relationship to things here. I mean, it protected you.
There were times when I was in the Fade that it seemed to stretch forth to shield me, keeping me safe. And I think it gave me strength in my most terrible battles, Ostagar being one of them.
Also in your fight with Petra's demon.
I don't know why I was chosen. Perhaps it knew that there was something more that lay in store for me. I like to think that I was given a rare chance, and I'm going to make the best of the time so generously given to me.
I'm glad you think traveling with me is worthy of your time.
I will not lie motionless in a bed with coverlets up to my chin, waiting for death to claim me. That is not the death for me. And so I will fight alongside the Grey Warden, and help prepare her for the task that is yet before her. So you had better listen to me, because I swear, if I should fall before the end and you don't seem to be doing things properly, I'll get up again to give you a good finger-wagging.
I'll hold you to that promise.
You know, I think you'll be all right, even without my help.
So again, things are getting deep here with Wynn.
What's on your mind?
Is there something we can do to cure you?
Cure me? What, am I sick now?
Guess death isn't an illness, is it?
Even you know that you cannot cure the dead. And I'm not the only one dying. You are too. I'm just more efficient about it. Ah, child. Your concern is heartwarming. But death comes to everyone, and it is not something to fear.
I don't fear death. It's the dying that scares me. So you're not afraid.
People fear not death, but having life taken from them. Many waste the life given to them, occupying themselves with things that do not matter.
Yeah, that I feel like I'm being called out
They
here.
say they did not have time enough to spend with loved ones, to fulfill dreams, to go on adventures they only talked about. But why should you fear death if you are happy with the life you have led? If you can look back on everything and say, yes, I am content. It is enough.
So are you
I think
content?
I've led a good life, a full life, and I, for one, am not afraid of death, whatever it may bring. They say that when you die, your spirit travels through the Fade, and returns to the Maker. And after that, we'll see, won't we? What's on your mind?
Do you have any regrets at all?
I try not to dwell too much on the mistakes of my past, of which there are many. I would go quite mad if I did that. But I do have one regret. The greatest misstep of my life, made even more grave because it had dire consequences for someone else.
What did you do?
Years ago, I was assigned as mentor to a lad, Anarin. He was my first apprentice. Anarin was an elf, raised in one of the elven alienages, and he was very mistrustful of humans, especially humans in authority.
I can see how this could be. But mages treat elves and humans alike.
All he knew of the humans was what he had seen in the alienage. He was very wary of us. What Anarin
With good
needed
reason.
was time. Time to get used to his new home. Time to emerge from his shell, so we could build a rapport. I gave him no such time. I was young and arrogant. He is a mage, I thought. He needs to grow up and act like one. I expected too much from him too quickly. I gave no consideration to his origin or his feelings, and he retreated further from me. All I could think of was how stubborn he was, how he was throwing away all his talent and his potential just to be difficult.
All his potential was... This just seems so unlike you.
Age and wisdom have mellowed me.
Because I had to
was
think
quite
about the
different
answers
then.
here.
Much more unforgiving. You cannot plant crops in the cold, wintry ground. You cannot teach a student who is closed off and unresponsive. Patience is what is needed, and I learned that too late to help him.
What happened to him?
Anarin ran away from the circle one night. I had berated him over some trivial, ridiculous matter that I no longer remember. I drove him away because of something utterly unimportant. He was a child, 14 at the time of his leaving. They had his phylactery, and they hunted him down.
His phylactery?
The phylactery is a vial of blood taken from a mage. But blood is connected to life, and your blood can be used to track you down. They called him Maleficar, a mage who practices forbidden magic, deserving of death. He was a child, misunderstood and lost. I begged the Templars to tell me if he suffered, if they gave him a quick death. I got no answers from them. I was his mentor, and they wouldn't even tell me what became of him.
It's not your fault.
I should have known better. I had the best mentors. They were kind, compassionate. Why didn't I learn from them? I failed Anarin. All I had to do was listen to him. He would try to talk to me, and I would tell him to concentrate on his spells. He talked about the alienage sometimes, and the Dalish. He always talked about looking for the Dalish elves.
Maybe he did find a Dalish.
The Templars are well trained and thorough. That he still lives, it would be a vain hope. The apprentices that came after Anarin benefited greatly from the lessons I learned from him.
Arrogance
In a
among the
sense,
mages.
He was my teacher, and I his student.
Maybe his sacrifice was worthwhile?
And there it is. My story, my one greatest regret.
Okay.
Yes.
indeed.
Yes.
Oh, blast it.
All right. Of course. We got sidetracked here. We were supposed to go to Denerim, but huh. Oh, that happened. Like we were supposed to go to Denerim, but we've gotten
Well, all right. I'm sensing more darkspawn. Well, all right. Of course.
stab, 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 slice.
Another point.
That was interesting and draining.
What was that? Did you summon the spirit?
I called forth the spirit that sustains me so that it could lend us aid. I did not realize it would take this much out of me. It seemed a good idea at the time, if a little rash. I think it may have weakened the spirit a little.
So you could kill yourself doing this.
Well, that's certainly conceivable. I suppose I shouldn't be using that particular trick to entertain children at parties.
You know yourself best.
I promise I'll be careful. And thank you. Your concern is touching.
So it's kind of funny how things have worked out.
Do you think the tower is ever going to get back to what it was, Wynne?
I don't know. A great number of people died. It will be difficult to imagine rebuilding, with that cloud hanging over everything for many years to come.
Do you think you'll be there? To help rebuild, I mean, once this is all over with?
I cannot say. Even if I survive this blight, I am a very old woman, Alistair.
Why? Because of some grey hair? You are a formidable woman, Wynne. You could see that it happens.
I think you overestimate the number of years I have left. But perhaps you are right. Or perhaps the memories of what happened there will be too strong for me to face.
I have a hard time believing that.
Well, it's good to have someone that believes in me so. Now, if I could only feel the same way myself, that would be something.
I love the little side conversations like that.
You did it, outsider. You saved us from the ravages of the curse after all.
May the creators bless you, truly.
But Zathrian is lost to us after all these centuries. He died heroically, I hope.
I believe he did.
I would like a happy ending to his tale. He will be a role model for many Dalish children to come. Now, Keeper Lanaya prepares for us to enter into war alongside the humans. I never thought I'd live to see the day.
I, for one, look forward to fighting against these darkspawn creatures.
Do you now? Let's hope you return and tell us all about them. As for you, outsider, I expect I'll be telling tales about the Grey Warden one day, hmm? Andera Natishan, Grey Warden. Join us at the fire if you like, but haven't you got a war to get to?
Have you heard of an elf named Anarin?
I appreciate you trying to find him, but what are the chances?
Anarin the healer?
You know Anarin?
He lives? No, it can't be him. Perhaps it is a common elven name.
No, I know of only one Anarin.
Ah, it makes sense. Anarin said that he was from the human cities. You are old friends, then?
If it's the same Anarin, then yes, Wynn knows him.
If you seek Anarin, you must venture into the forest. He prefers to be amidst the trees and the animals.
Thank you all so much.
What can you tell me about the forest?
I know a few tales. Our clan has passed this way many times before, even when the Shemlin lived in these parts. You wish? I can tell you what I know. It is not a long story.
Yes, tell me of the
Our legends
forest,
say that
since
before
we're
the
here.
Shemlin came, the Brazilian forest was a place of our ancestors that predated even our oldest homeland. The people of the Imperium came here and gave the forest its name. If they found traces of our ancestors, we cannot say. If they did, those elves were slain or enslaved. We know only that a great many battles were fought here. These trees grow upon the graves of those who fell, Shemlin and elves both.
Those battles toward the Vale?
Indeed. Very wise of you. There was so much death that the veil into the Beyond was torn. The Shemlin know the Beyond as the Fade, the place of dreams and spirits. When the veil is torn, spirits pass into our world freely. The legends say that one great spirit possessed the wolf that became Witherfang, who passed its curse of rage onto men and created werewolves.
So there are many spirits in the forest.
The forest is said to be haunted. Spirits possess the trees, the wolves, even the bodies of the dead. They yearn for true life, you see.
Does Witherfang still exist today? Well, not anymore.
So Zathrian insists. He says that Witherfang does not age as the werewolves do. Witherfang is as much spirit as it is beast, and thus it is immortal. Perhaps it cannot even be slain. At the very least, it is old and powerful, much as Zathrian himself. One last warning. The forest is like a thing alive. It changes as it wills, closing paths behind you and opening up new ones. Too many have become lost within, unable to find their way out. Were I you, I would endeavor not to make the forest my enemy.
Okay, so. You know, that reminds me, I should check and see. There is the shopkeep here.
We are working hard to make enough equipment for all of the... I am no mer...
Let's see. Okay, where is the... It is this way. So hopefully he's not too far into the forest. I mean, again, we were supposed to hit the Denerim, but okay, he's gonna be on the far side. Hey, look, the bodies have still hit the floor. I went to get the item, but because it was so close to the... Huh. Unless she is not supposed to be a part of... I mean, annoying is like... that if she can't be a part of... Wait. Let's Google this. Go north of the... Oh, okay. So we got... Ah, here he is.
Friends, turn back, please. These woods are a danger to those who do not know the paths.
Aneurin?
Wait, I remember your face. But younger, more impulsive, stern. Wynne?
I thought they had killed you.
They very nearly did. The Templars found me while I was searching for the Dalish. They ran me through and left me for dead.
I brought this on you. Oh, I was a dreadful mentor, harsh and impatient. I am sorry for the way I treated you.
I've put that behind me, and you should too. I didn't fit in with the Templars in your chantry. My path lay elsewhere.
Irving is a reasonable man. He will find some way for you to return. The Circle needs new blood. It needs to change.
I have fond memories of Irving. He was always kind to me. I will consider your proposal, and perhaps I will speak with Irving. However, I promise nothing. Now, it is getting late and you have much to do. You should be on your way.
We could stay longer if you wish, Wynne.
No, we've spent enough time on my personal affairs. It is time for us to move on.
Look at this. It's the hardened sap of a tree native to this forest. It's been something of a lucky charm for me, and now I want you to have it.
Very well. I'm grateful. May your gods smile on you, Aneurin.
And on you.
Okay, all right. So with that done, we head back out of here. So that leaves Liliana's quest. Of course, I should actually do her DLC stuff first-ish. It's kind of like a tough call there. I mean, there are achievements to get from it. And we do like achievements. So from here, it is amazing how much backtracking I have done in this game. And
you!
Who are these people?
You are the Grey Warden who broke the curse. I demand to know what happened to the werewolves. Where did they go?
Nowhere. I killed them.
You did? And somehow, I believe you. That you took action against those murderers speaks well of you. Take this token. It was crafted long ago by a great master. Now I will go into the forest and hunt. Perhaps there are others still to be found, stragglers. I can only hope.
Uh-huh. Well, That was interesting. It's like we have, you know what? If there's one thing I like is like, oh yeah, it's like as a city elf, you're going to be very convincing on people. Yeah. Yeah, we totally killed. Well, no, we killed a bunch of them. Not as many as they would have liked. Yeah, but we slayed a bunch. Lions roaring ahead of the Seahawks here. And Canucks lead the Oilers. That reminds me, I gotta update Sports Score bot to accommodate for the MLB playoffs and the number of teams that are in it beyond just the usual suspects. Don't you know? Hey, look, stuff to pick up.
Alistair, what's this?
It's a sock?
A sock?
It's a filthy sock. How did it find its way to my bedroll?
Maybe it likes you. Socks are sneaky like that. Anyway, it's not mine.
It has your name stitched on it.
Oh, part of Templar training back at the Chantry, the men were always getting their socks mixed up. Anyway, sorry about that. I'll take it from you right now. One of my socks is feeling a little damp anyway. A change would be nice.
You're going to put it on? It's filthy.
And dry. We're not exactly traveling in the lap of luxury here.
What hideous habits you've picked up.
Well, he has been spending time with Oghren. Okay, to Denerim. Of course, we have battles in between here in Denerim.
Be careful. Darkspawn.
Kick him in the nuts.
Well, I never.
Stab, stab, stabs. Haha. Dude had like a lot of coinage.
Orzammar has heard your call. We march for you, Warden. Orzammar has heard your call. We march for you, Warden.
The call was made via 1-800-COLLECT. Our triumphant return to Denerim.
All men are the work of our Maker's hands, from the lowest slaves to the highest kings. Those who bring harm without provocation.
The deep dark before.
Back alley justice. Eliminate the criminals playing on its fucking Denerim back alleys. Low gains push.
For dawn's first light seems eternal, but know that the sun always rises.
The Maker does not breed sinners. Correcting me. I know the chant like the back of my hand. The one who repents, who has faith unshaken by the darkness of the world, and roasts not, nor gloats over the misfortunes of the weak, but takes delight in the Maker's law and creations.
Oh, he's a real Bubba Thumper.
She shall know the peace of the Maker's benediction. The light shall lead her safely through the paths of this world and into the next.
Peace, sister, peace. She shall know the peace of the Maker's benediction.
Not a peace.
The will holds no uncertainty for her, and she will know no fear of death, for the Maker shall be her bacon and her shield, her foundation.
Yes, be her bacon.
There's no veal in the chant. You're doing this on purpose, aren't you?
I like the version of the chant better.
Me too. I wonder why nobody ever taught me her version of the chant when I was a Templar.
Oh, hello, dear. Can we help you?
What she means is, in Andraste's name, be welcome.
Stop correcting me. What would Andraste do? That's what you should be concerned with, I say. Andraste was no fuss budget.
What are you doing?
Praying for the good people of Denerim who've lost loved ones at Ostagar. It's usual to recite a stanza from Transfigurations when you pray for the departed.
It's usual to recite the stanza correctly.
But that's what I said.
Can you tell me about the champ? Hey, Cylon, how's it going?
What? As if it's a cake you might buy? Well, it's done enough, but a little too much nutmeg for my taste.
Sister, instructing the ignorant is a sacred duty of the chantry.
Fine, then. What do you want to know?
Does the chant mention elves?
Yes and no, dear.
The official version of the chant does not speak of the elves. Some of the dissonant verses, however, do mention the disciple Shartan.
What are the dissonant verses? Cylon, I can almost guarantee he had a much better day today than me, but but still hope he did have a good day.
Some of the verses that were sung in the past were taken out. The Canticles of Shartan were stricken from the chant in the Glory Age. They are no longer sung, though scholars still sometimes read them.
Who was Shartan?
He was an elven disciple of the Prophet. A former slave like Andraste herself, he rallied his people against the Imperium. He was given to the flames alongside Our Lady.
Oh yeah, I did. So still, wasn't that it went down like about 12 hours ago or so? What can you do? In my case, have alternate consoles. Like if already one of those things. Okay, Xbox Live services are down. Okay, switch to PSN. PSN services are down. Switch to Xbox. Well, in case of both being down at the same time, switch to the Switch. So that's what I can do. Why aren't his versions a part of the official chant?
Divine Renata had the verses removed during the Exalted March on the Dales.
There's more than one version of the chant?
Of course. The official chant of light is written in Tevinter, but it is translated into the languages of the believers. Some ideas are lost in the process of translation, and words take on unintended meanings. There's a dreadful pun in the Orlesian version in the Canticle of Threnodies, and languages are always changing. The chant must adapt if it is to be understood by the people hearing it.
Oh, there are some very stirring canticles about doom and wrath.
Darkspawn were created by mankind's second sin.
But still,
Arrogance became
I know I am looking forward to catching Lucius Maximus's adventures, or at least at the infamous Shepherd apartment party.
All creation to take the Maker's power for themselves.
Looking forward to see what version of the party she did. Did she turn it up, or did she went for the nice and mellow and quiet party?
It's called the chant of light, not the speech of light.
Sister, would you kindly stop messing up the chant?
See how you like being interrupted.
Well, you get the general idea, I'm sure.
It's the 10th stanza from the
It
Transfiguration.
was fun. I bet it was, because the party is always great.
Oh, you should have heard.
I mean, I'm hoping that she saw Grunt in the shower is like mumbling in the end game, yeah. And I am kind of waiting. Here's something, fun fact about me. I was planning to play Mass Effect Andromeda this year to do a male writer one. I forget his name. Scott? Because I did one of Sarah, at least when I got my Xbox One console back in 2020. So it's like, okay, revisit it and stuff. Like I do a Scott writer run. And it's like, but then I saw that Lucius is planning on playing Mass Effect Andromeda, so I have actually put that game on hold, because my tendency to post screenshots, and I don't want to post any spoilers for when she plays it.
He had a voice like a bucket full of toads. Revered Mother Boann, bless her heart, always.
So it's like,
if we had
but that does mean I can eventually do like another playthrough of the Legendary Edition at some point and run through that.
It was tragic, really. Such a surprise.
We don't speak of that.
He was in charge of the Lyrium storehouse. It wasn't good for him, you see. He took off all his clothes in the middle of the chant one summer day and ran into the street. He tripped and fell into the vat of elderberry wine for the feast and drowned. We were 6 days drying him out for his cremation. He looked like a pickled egg. So tragic.
He had a great death. A very good death.
It is almost mealtime, isn't it?
Blessings of the Maker and of Andraste, his bride, upon you.
This is why you run around and talk to everyone.
Hello there, Warden. I'm a friend. I've heard you're putting up the good fight against Loghain and Howe, right? Good for you. Make a spit on all those arrogant noble bastards. I've also heard you have certain skills. Skills of the street, you might say.
Yes.
No judgments here, mate. I want to help you.
And what did the nobles do to you?
Besides feasting and holding revels while my family starves, why, not much. In fact, they're beautiful, kind, callous, wretched, depraved, and maker-cursed, self-centered bastards. Sorry,
But tell us how you really feel.
Just need taking down a rung or two. The name is Slim Cauldry, and if you've heard of me, I've been doing a sad job of it, haven't I? I hear a great many things.
I had the urge to replay Persona 5 yet again after all the Persona Rhythm games, so that's what I'm doing now. Sweet! That game is definitely on my replay list for the Xbox version, since I did the PS4 version a couple years ago. I'm going to play that before I play Persona 3 Reload. Because I want to make sure when I play Persona 3 Reload that there going to be plenty of time for people to write the perfect guide to make sure we do everything in it. And what will you do with your cut?
My share goes to a good cause. The poor. My family. I've got 15 cousins. 15! Can you imagine? My uncle must walk around with a permanent bulge. It's disturbing, that is.
I bet to do the DLC for them. I already know what goes down, but I refuse to pay $40 for it. That's where I was kind of glad on the Xbox side. It's the DLC bundle for Reload was an Xbox Pass benefit. It's oh, really? Okay. That's basically what sold me on getting Reload when I did. It's okay, yeah. Yeah, okay. That's gonna be free. Yeah. Yeah, Atlas kind of went that hard route in getting their stuff on Xbox consoles. After years of mostly keeping them on PlayStation consoles, almost what? 20... come to think of it, outside of Persona 4 Arena, I can't think of anything that was Atlas related that was released on Xbox consoles in the past 20 some odd years.
Well, one of my mates noticed your skills. Nice piece of work, that. Uncommon caliber, if you don't mind me saying. But I need to know what else you can do. Ever done bump and grabs? Do much blending in shadows? Different opportunities for different folk, you know.
SMT5 Soul Hackers 2, yeah. But that came out right after it. Soul Hackers 2 was, SMT5 was not. That was on Switch.
More of a second story, man, eh? So was I back in the day. The thrill of the hunt. Dodging guards, in and out, no one the wiser. Ah, the good life. Now that we have that settled, just ask away. One point. I don't like blood much. Call me old-fashioned, but the Maker says thou shalt not strangle, decapitate or whatnot unless the other fellow really had it coming, eh? I realise sometimes you do what you have to, but restrained, right? So, what are you interested in? Right you are.
I didn't remember liking his things as. Yeah, no, let's see, pause this. Can I put up my game list? Yeah. Full library. And can I filter this? Console type, genre, number of players. Yeah, there is no way to filter that down. Yeah, because Soul Hackers 2 is on Xbox. I have that. It's on my list of things to play.
Good to see you, Warden. Fighting the good fight, eh?
You have any good places to break in?
I've got a place for you. It should be easy money for you. It'll cost 1 sovereign, though. Lady Sophie is an intimate of Al Hal. Real intimate. She's visiting the country, because that's what rich folk do when the whole bloody kingdom's in danger. Sorry, they just get me so angry.
Think he's angry?
Her room in the Nord Noble Tavern is unattended. That means her valuables are just there for the taking. You've got the tavern staff to worry about, plus she has hired a guard. A very overworked, tired and bored guard, though. Just be careful and you should be fine. Good luck.
Right.
That's my sister's house. I'm almost sure of it. This is the right address. She could be inside. Could we go and see?
Yes, let's do that.
Will she even know who I am? Does she even know I exist? My sister. That sounds very strange. Sister. Sister.
Sister.
Oh, now I'm babbling. Maybe we should go. Let's go. Let's just go.
We should go. Danger.
Hello?
Hey, you have linens to wash? I charge 3 bits on a bundle. You won't find better. And don't trust what that Natalia woman tells you either. She's foreign and she'll rob you blind.
I'm not here to have any wash done. My name's Alistair. Well, this may sound sort of strange, but are you Gordana? If so, I suppose I'm your brother.
My what? I am Goldana, yes. How do you know my name? What kind of tomfoolery are you folk up to?
He's telling the truth. Listen to him.
Look, our mother, she worked as a servant in Redcliffe Castle a long time ago before she died. Do you know about that?
You! I knew it! They told me you was dead. They told me the babe was dead along with mother, but I knew they was lying.
They told you I was dead? Who? Who told you that?
Them's at the castle. I told them the babe was the king's, and they said he was dead. Gave me a coin to shut my mouth, and sent me on my way. I knew it.
I'm sorry, I didn't know that. The babe didn't die. I'm him. I'm your brother.
Aww.
Good it does me. You killed mother, you did, and I've had to scrape by all this time. That coin didn't last long, and when I went back, they ran me off.
I don't think that's hardly Alistair's fault, is it?
And who in the Maker's name are you? Some elf to follow him about and carry his riches for him?
Hey,
Oh.
don't speak to her that way. She's my friend and a Grey Warden, just like me.
Oh, I see. A prince and a Grey Warden too. Well, who am I to think poorly of someone so high and mighty compared to me? I don't know you, boy. Your royal father forced himself on my mother and took her away from me. And what do I got to show for it? Nothing. They tricked me good. I should have told everyone. I got 5 mouths to feed. And unless you can help with that, I got less than no use for you.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to say.
But then Alistair came here hoping to find his family. Okay, thank goodness we got to persuade here. We got to persuade here.
Well, he found it. And what good is that to me? None, that's what. Unless he can see to it that his family lives as it should.
I suppose maybe I could give her some money for my nieces and nephews. 15 sovereigns, maybe? Would you let me give her that?
Go ahead if you like.
Then here, Goldana, take this money. I know it's not much, but...
You, a prince, marching in here with your fancy armor and such, and this is all you got to offer? You must think I'm very stupid.
No, wait, I don't think that at all. I want to help, if I can.
You want to help? You go to whatever high and mighty folks you run with, and you tell them you've got nephews and nieces that aren't living as they've a right to. You do that.
It's true, you are going to be the king after all.
Yes, great. Thanks for reminding me. And let me promise you this, Goldana. I'll do whatever I can, speak to whomever I have to ensure you and your children are taken care of.
Considering who his real mother is?
Well and fine, but you'll have to forgive me if I don't exactly hold my breath.
You have my promise. I can't give you more than that. Let's go. I want to go. Goodbye, sister.
Well, who knows? I may have either made that work out or screwed that up royally. And Alex's mother, she was a drunken dwarf, wasn't she?
Well, that was not what I expected, to put it lightly. I lived up to my promise, I suppose, but this is the family I've been wondering about all my life? I can't believe it. I guess I was expecting her to accept me without question. Isn't that what family is supposed to do? I feel like a complete idiot.
I don't know what to say. I'm sorry it turned out like this.
Yes, I'm sorry too. I guess I should have known better. Let's just go. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Alright, well, we both screwed it up and didn't screw it up.
You here to report another crime? I swear we should just cordon off the entire district. Oh, can I help you, Warden?
Is the Market District really that bad?
The lower market isn't deemed important by the captain of the guard, even less with Al Howe in charge. So when I finally get the new men I request, I get the delightful surprise of discovering their Lord Such-and-Such's illegitimate, untrained, moronic whelps. But lords keep sending me more of them. It's decent pay, no expectations, a uniform. So I have a legion of bastards to protect the market from pickpockets, stabbings, and whatnot. And Al Howe's specially picked men are the worst of the lot.
How are they worse?
With the bastards, I just have to worry about dicing, the odd bit of drool, or yelling at them too loudly and hurting their poor feelings, and then getting chewed out by their noble fathers. But I swear, the Arl's men are more criminal than the miscreants we occasionally arrest. Some of them are the criminals we have to arrest. So if your lifeblood isn't draining in the gutters as we speak, don't bother reporting it.
How'd you know who I am?
Your likeness was passed around to the senior guardsman at the palace. I must say, the sketch didn't do you much justice. Don't worry, even if I believed the official story of what happened at Ostagar, I'm no fool. If I asked my men to apprehend you, they'd all run and cry big sobby tears in their courtesans' bosoms and leave me all alone to be skewered. Don't disturb the peace in the market, and that's well enough for me.
Do you need any help?
What? You're serious? I mean, yes, I could use help. I've got a pretty popular establishment that's crawling with mercenaries. If I send my boys in, someone might get, maker forbid, hurt, and I'll have to explain to their noble fathers that being a guard is actually dangerous.
Oh, what do you need me to do?
The name of the whorehouse is the Pearl. Beat down any mercenaries that are out of line and send them a message. I said beat down, not kill. Let me make that really clear. Not on fire, or exploded, or make a nose, whatever type of grisly death you can dream up. Sorry.
Aww.
Used to giving orders to my boys. Just leave them breathing and I'll be happy. Thank you, Warden. Happy hunting.
Welcome to Wade's Emporium.
When? Is this yours?
Oh, my bag of components. Thank you, dear. I was wondering where it got to.
You left it by the fire at camp.
Oh, yes, I remember now. How age creeps up on you and brings with it forgetfulness.
You're a great mage, Wen, and you're sharper and wiser than many people I know. Some young ones, too.
Oh, but but you should have seen me 15, 20 years ago. The fires of Dim.
Again, gotta appreciate the side dialogue and banter.
For picking up after this old lady.
Welcome, friends. Welcome to Wade's Emporium. We have the finest armors in Denerim, maybe in all of Ferelden. How may we assist you?
Can you make something with these Drake scales?
No, no, he can't.
Did I hear right? You are a woman. You have Drake scales?
Yes, I do. Can you make Drake scale armor?
Of course I can. Well, I think I can. Won't know until I try, will I? Let me see. Look at this Heren. It's real. Some never see a single scale in their lives. I must make this. Tell the customer, is it? I'll drop everything to work on this immediately.
How much will it cost?
I should be paying you, friend, for the right. No, the privilege.
Pay him? No, Wade, no. We'll charge you.
I'll hear nothing of that, Heren. This is my shop, and working on Drake scales won't cost a bloody Orlesian penny.
I'll pay 10 sovereigns extra, make it good and quickly.
Excellent.
You know, we'll be kind.
Think of the possibilities, Heren. Think of it.
I'm trying to stop. You're here about your order?
I've barely even begun, and you're pestering me.
Oh, get back to work. Come to see our fine goods before they sell out?
Let's see what you have for sale. Nothing of note there.
I have finished. Be careful with that package, you lazy slut. It's worth more than you'll make in 10 years.
What she's calling me?
Another visitor in my store. Enjoy browsing my wares.
Who are you?
Master Trader Ignacio, at your service, good sir. My cousin and I have trade connections all along the seaways. We have furniture, silks, carvings, and much more. Caesar handles the trade stock, I handle other affairs.
What affairs are those?
Business deals, meetings. Caesar makes it so I am free of the day-to-day concerns of our store.
You're from Ferelden, are you?
No, I am not. I am a trader at heart. My home is the road, but I was born past the waking sea in Antiva. It has been many, many years since I have seen her. But the road is a better mistress than my home city ever was.
What do you mean?
On the docks of Rialto, life is cheap. As cheap as the dockside ale and the soiled whores. You can live a longer life out here. And a wise man can make a comfortable fortune in time.
With the blight, Ferelden isn't exactly safe.
Straightforward, predictable danger is refreshing to me. Any moment in Rialto, the streets can run red, and often do. I'd take Darkspawn any day. At least you can see them coming. No. Not yet. Perhaps one day.
What stories do you have of Antiva?
It has been many, many years since I have seen her. But the road is a better mistress than my home city ever was. Luck be to you, Warden.
I recognize you from Ostagar. And trust his blood. You're a Grey Warden. Duncan's apprentice. You killed my friend, and good King Kalen. I demand satisfaction, sir.
Lower your voice or I'll silence it permanently.
I have heard of the Grey Warden's prowess, and you seem more capable than you did at Ostagar. I won't throw my life away.
Good.
Many people depend on me, and I doubt guards would pose any
Dude has some
challenge to
big
you.
ass ears.
But by word and deed here, you condemn yourself, sir.
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts.
No.
Direct from Orzammar. You
It
won't
cannot
find
be.
better. Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven craft. Welcome, welcome. We sell only the strongest dwarven steel, folded over 100 times in the forges of Orzammar.
Neat.
In times like this, surely your group could use some extra protection on the road. Every piece comes with a stamp of assurance from my wife's father, the best smith in Denerim. Dwarven crafts.
Dwarven crafts. Excuse me.
Fine dwarven crafts, direct from Orzammar. You won't find better.
Ah.
What is it? I have work to do.
I have a note here from your
What does
master.
it say? Ah, I knew this would happen. Just when I was starting to get good. Well, thanks, I guess.
Notes of okay, where is Wonders? Located in Dinner Wonders of Thetis. Okay.
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts, direct from Orzammar. You won't find better.
Do you think they sell silk ribbons in that store? I've been meaning to spruce up my boots for the longest time.
Wonders of Thetis. Collect the book for the XP.
Lovely.
Yes, make it quick. Strange. Let's see this. I knew it. I gave that man the best 7 weeks of my life.
7 weeks?
I guess he won't have me to push around anymore. Ha!
What else is in here?
Where do you think they get all this stuff? You think they, have any miniature golem dolls?
Miniature golem dolls? Alistair, we need to have a long talk.
Welcome to the wonders of Thedas. We carry items crafted by the Circle, as well as a variety of antiquities. Is there anything you would like to see?
$31, that's a bit steep. I wonder why that one cannot be purchased. Do. Mysterious door. Present a small painted box. Okay, da. Find Rexel. All right. So we gotta go in here.
This is where the nobility comes to get drunk and decide who is the most self-important of them all. Good times.
Very good times.
Sadly not.
A task?
It's done.
Well, you know what? We had
What can I get you, stranger?
anyone need help? Maybe it was something not strictly legal? Correspondence interrupt this.
What can I get you, stranger? What can I get you, stranger? Right, I'll show you around.
Now we can... So those off. All right.
My shift's nearly over. Thank Andraste.
Now we drink more. I'm a Crimson Ore. Which way you looking, or we'll rip your damned eyes out and piss in your skull. Another round for me men.
Don't even think you can spill that and leave it for me to clean.
Next, drink to battle and victory.
All right.
Next, drink to battle and victory.
As I live and breathe, you're the Grey Warden everyone's been talking about.
Yes, it is. Something can do for
I
you.
represent the Blackstone Irregulars. We're a mercenary company that fell on hard times after the war with Orlais. I'm sure you know that times are getting worse every day. With your help, the Irregulars could be of use to Ferelden once more.
Why should I help you?
The Blackstone Irregulars fought alongside the King's army against Orlais. We've helped nobles defend their land and given our service to people in need for generations.
All right.
Our current captain, Raelnor, is an honorable man who sees that we can do some good in Ferelden once more. He is so confident in our mission that he trusted the Grey Wardens would support us.
How can I be of service?
Our leaders thought you might be willing to help. Each of our posts in Ferelden will contain letters addressed to you. Unlike most who work with us, you're getting letters straight from Raelnor and Tauran, our leaders. I hope this tells you how highly the Irregulars regard the Grey Wardens.
I'll take a look.
Thank you. When you've completed a mission, just return to me or any of our members stationed at an Irregulars post. We'll make sure your efforts are rewarded. Maker's blessings light your path.
There are these notes.
Your efforts are greatly appreciated.
Well, one quest done.
Now we...
All right. Bring 12 of them. There's like extract.
Drink more.
So, you know that I'm a Templar, right?
I believe what I heard was that you were not, in fact, a Templar. You were trained as one before you became a Grey Warden.
That's right, but I still have all the abilities of one, of course. That doesn't make you nervous.
Should it? I am no apostate. Perhaps you should be directing this question at Morrigan.
She claims not to be afraid of me, or anything, really. But you've had more experience with the Templars than her. I know how mages can sometimes...
The Templars serve a function, and a
Trying to remember how the heck this quest is done. All right.
necessary one. If what has happened at the tower proves anything, it is that we mages can be dangerous, even to ourselves.
What now?
One way of looking at it.
You seem like a decent enough young man. If you decide to slaughter me out of hand, I'm sure you would at least inform me first,
Yes.
no?
Oh, sure. Count on it.
All right. Pretty straightforward. We walk in. We walk back out. And Lions beat the Seahawks. The Strouds, I mean the scriptwriter, really doing the Lions a favor.
Go to the Pearl. Remember, don't kill the troublemakers, just knock them unconscious.
Warden, rumours are flying about the break-in at the Nord Noble Tavern, and for some odd reason, no one feels too sorry for that milk cow, Lady Sophie. You interested in more?
I'll see you later.
Right you are.
Take this. You've earned it.
La 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 la.
Good to see you again.
Wade's Emporium.
Complete.
How many of those love lovers do I even have? Ah, need more of them.
You're here about your order?
Yes.
It's done. I made the armor. And it's garbage. I wouldn't let a festering swine wear it.
Wade, it's amazing. I don't see anything wrong with it.
Are you blind as well as stupid? The leg guards are too tight. It'll chafe. The dye isn't even... Look here. I see a splotch. It's garbage, I say.
It's fine. Truly. It's a work of art. Here, wear it well. Now kindly leave.
All right. Ooh.
Did you bring more scales? I want to try again. I've learned so much.
Wade, please leave the customer alone. How can I help you?
I have more Drake scales.
You must be kidding. We're done. No.
Herein, more scales.
More scales.
But alas, not enough. Find more, and I'll happily craft another set. This time, I'll do it right.
Please, in Andraste's name, don't come back. I am sick to death of drakes. Come again.
Wait, he just told me to get the fuck out and he wants me to come again? Dude, make up your mind. All right.
You heard about the revolt in Austria?
Got put down by the Regent, I heard. Message for you, milady.
Who?
More things to deliver. Goodbye.
I wouldn't talk about it too loudly.
Number 9, Friends of the Grey Warden assemble. The hidden pearl holds the key to resistance. The Griffins will rise again.
Some folks came in yesterday with crazy stories about Redcliffe. You hear about that?
Leave me to my business.
He came at me! It's not my fault! Why'd he come at me? He came at me! It's not my... Yeah, they got to learn not to mess with me. Us, right? I mean...
As there is but one world, one life, one death,
Down it goes.
Strange that matters can be so tumultuous and yet the day still be so bright. Oh, my pardon. Just thinking aloud. Are you here for the Chanters' Board?
Who are you?
I am Sister Justine, curator of the reliquary of this chantry. And pride again. It is hard to live up to the example of Andraste.
What's a curator do?
The archivist tends the books, and I tend the sacred relics. I also search for more to add to our collection, which is more difficult than it sounds.
Oh, what's so hard about that?
A hawker on the street will claim to have an actual finger bone of Andraste. In this city alone, you could make the skeleton of 10 prophets from fingers alone.
A lot of bones.
Curators often accept them as genuine. I worry about the authenticity of even our most holy artifacts.
How difficult is it to verify a relic?
When I was a curator of a much smaller chantry in Orlais,
I thought that false relic slipped through because of laziness. But the life of the cloth is never an easy one, and that explanation always seemed hollow to me. Now I believe it's the seduction of the divine. We all want a personal connection to the Maker. We want to believe that what we hold in our hands is the actual sandal that slipped from Andraste's foot before the fires consumed her. Faith is of the heart, not of the head. When the heart is ungoverned by reason, charlatans have powerful tools to deceive.
Balancing faith and reason is difficult, though.
And often close to heretical. But I believe that the truth only increases the awe of the Maker and his prophet, not demean it. Even false symbols have the power to inspire, but it seems every year we fall more out of touch with the real Andraste.
Do you think the urn of sacred ashes is real?
Certainly. My research indicates that all of the ashes were gathered into a pot or urn, but it's been lost for centuries. That doesn't stop hawkers from selling pinches of the ashes of Andraste to gullible pilgrims. The real ashes may still be hidden somewhere, though it's possible the urn broke.
How many real relics have you found?
Well, there's one that might be real. I couldn't prove it wasn't. Perhaps you can understand my skepticism. So many claims, so few truths.
Tell me more about your job?
You've shown admirable patience listening to my diatribe.
Yes, we're very admirable patience.
Suffice it to say, I look for and authenticate holy relics for the Chantry. Of course, enjoy your visit to the Chantry.
All men are the work of our Maker's hands, from the lowest slaves to the highest kings. Those who bring down without provocation to the least of his children are dreaded and cursed by the Maker.
So, let me get this straight. You were a cloistered sister?
You must have been a brother before you became a Templar, no?
I never actually became a Templar. I was recruited into the Grey Wardens before I took my final vows.
Do you ever regret leaving the Chantry?
No, never. Do you?
Yes. You may not believe it, but I found peace there. The kind of peace I've never known.
It used to get so quiet at the monastery that I would start screaming until one of the brothers came running. I would tell them that I was just checking. You never know, right?
No, I never did anything like that. I enjoyed the quiet.
Suit yourself. The look on their face was always priceless.
Sarah!
Yes?
I have a letter. Would someone like you like to handle this for me?
I hope you like heroes, my lady. Because your husband died like one.
I feared this day would come.
Ah. Thank you, Alistair. Commander Tevis.
My business does not concern you.
I have something you might be interested in.
I doubt that. Yes, you're right. This is very interesting. I'll take this note from you, and I'll confiscate this lyrium as evidence. You have done a great thing here, friend. Those rogue mages' days are numbered.
All right.
I have done it.
Good day. The market is busy, is it not? Come, rest here. I have the finest selection of flowers and Arlesian scented oils in all of Denerim. For you, perhaps? The oils are very relaxing in baths, no?
What's there to where are you from?
I am from Orlais. You've heard of us, no? This Denerim is a fine city, but I miss my Vareo. She's quite beautiful this time of year.
Tell me more of Variol.
What I miss most are the clothes.
We're getting a lot of lore and backstory here.
Collars and the skirts.
Oh, ho, ho.
Fine wools, cloths, many only the noble-born can afford. Ferelden is more muted. Its fashion's quite old, but I like the people of this city very much.
Oh, what?
Orlais has many, many good things.
It's kind of funny. It's like Denerim, England, Orlais, France.
My brother had trouble with a chevalier, and we departed shortly.
Ozamar. Scotland. What's a chevalier?
You know so little of Orlais here. The chevaliers are knights of the highest order. They are the most skilled in the world. Their discipline, formidable. For their service, they're allowed privileges. They can do whatever they want to the lesser born.
What sort of trouble did you get in?
A chevalier took an interest in me. It was his right, but it was unwelcome. Incensed, my brother hit him over the head with a pot.
Funny. That's how our city elf story
Very
began.
night, and came here.
Those beasts are allowed to a woman?
That and more. Some revere them for their skill and their high service, but others tread lightly. As lightly as the mouse in the cat's den. If you will excuse me, I feel a touch lightheaded. It is a pleasure to see you again. Have my
Well, we didn't even leave.
Or perhaps you tire of the smells of the city and would buy my Orlesian oils?
Something more practical.
And smelling good is not. Ferelden is no longer full of barbarians. People judge with their noses as well as their ears and eyes. But you look more armed than most of my patrons. Perhaps you seek the armorsmith, Wade. Then to the south? He is quite the artiste, yes? Much of the city is still a mystery to me, but the markets is like my home. Circle and sorcered objects can be found in the wonders of Thedas, in the alleyway north. The armorer, Wade, and his emporium are just to the south. If you need work, outside the rectory to the southeast is a chanter's board. And if your thirst is strong, head to the Nord Noble Tavern north of here. Be prepared, though. They do put on many airs.
All right. Banana's house. Wade's Emporium. All right, so we had to go deal with the.
You heard about all those mages in Lake Callanhard? They up and turned into a pack of demons. No.
Think we can turn something in.
What can I get you, stranger?
Maker's blessings upon you, Ward.
Oh, wait.
There are many great...
You hear about the note? Maybe we have some things we can talk about. You are of great interest to me.
So you're the ones trying to kill me. You're not Deven Crow.
That's a very direct question. On the whole, I don't like direct questions. For the sake of this discussion, let's say I am.
So you're the ones trying to kill me.
Who do you blame for a death? The sword or the swordsman? Crows are swords, instruments used by someone else for their own reasons. So one of our swords is hired out. He and his employees will do their job or die trying. But the crows as a whole have no bias.
I'm listening.
Ferelden is a busy place. Blight, civil war, other mayhem. Lots of people not getting along. Sometimes they really don't get along.
Sometimes they get along, sometimes they don't.
About it. The people that handle that sort of thing can get real busy.
Go on.
It takes time to do a good job. Pride in your work and all. But customers have expectations. Not many people to turn to if you're short-staffed in some lines of work. So, someone that's crossed our path and lived, well, maybe they could help out. Make some coin. Everyone wins.
You're tragically mistaken if you think I'm an assassin.
I see. Then we are wasting time. No offense meant. Talk to Caesar back at our stall if you want to buy something. No hard feelings, right?
Right. Food. You know, considering who we have with us, is like made no sense in taking on that quest, taking that on. So it's like, who is Caesar?
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts. Direct from Orzammar.
If you have coin, welcome to our shop. If not, move along. Too many refugees blocking customers.
I am not a refugee.
I didn't think so, sir. Too much flesh on the bones. You walk tall, proud, not hunched. Sad times in Ferelden. Oh, yes.
Do. All right. And they're going to operate out one of the back alleys. All right, city map.
As there is but one world, one life, one death, there is but one God, and He is our Maker.
Ah, okay. So Denerim is basically its own big map in and of itself.
Mate, you walked into the wrong neighborhood. Get him. Do it quick. Don't want to disturb the boss.
My, they're all so equal, aren't they? Well, all right. Lovely. And so I shall. Of course.
Let's make this quick.
All right. Battle it is then. And so I shall. Of course. Lovely.
How dare you!
As you desire.
Going up.
Lovely. Well, all right.
All right.
All over now.
Some more quests picked up.
Let me be.
You want to be let be? You like this? Remember, you saw nothing. You know, if that's the case, save, because you never know when things go wrong, as proven time and time again.
You have some kind of problem.
I'm here on behalf of the Blackstone Irregulars.
Oh? What is this about?
I'm here to bring you in for desertion.
I worried this might happen. I hoped it wouldn't be you who came for me. I have no choice. Forgive me, Warden, but I cannot go back with you.
Couldn't we all
great.
just
No wonder
get
to stop
along?
for lunch, too.
No. There.
This guy just made the biggest mistake of his life.
Of course.
That'll teach him for deserting.
All done.
All right, two bunk bed and a big bed. How many bodies were here? 3? Okay. Where are we in terms of leveling up? It's still a ways away. To the deserted building. Again.
I would watch out were I you.
Look, before we go any further, I want to say something. I appreciate that you brought me to see my sister, and that you, well, that you were there to talk me down after we left. You're a true friend. I just wanted to tell you that.
We're in this together.
That we are.
Don't worry, Alistair. We'll hook you up with Morgan.
You know that, right? Well, now that that's out of the way, ask away.
Couldn't we all just get along? No. Well, all right. As usual. Well, I shall. Alright, battle it is then. Of course. So I shall. Lovely. Of course.
It always comes to this, doesn't it?
All right. Armor stand.
I have done it.
There's a barrel here. A fruit.
See there? That's a trap. Well, all right. As you desire. Well, all right. You forced our hand. Of course. And so I shall.
Stab, stab, stab!
And so I shall. I would watch out where I am. Well, all right. As you desire. Lovely. Of course. Now we go into battle. Well, all right. As you desire. Of course. And so I shall. Well, all right.
Totally forgot, like, circling around behind him is like a thing you need to do. Excuse me. All right.
I have finished. Couldn't we all just get along? No. Well, all right. Of course. As you desire. I shall. Of course. Back. Excellent.
Ask away.
All right.
All over now.
Proving to be like a big adventure.
Lovely.
Again, saving every so often, because you never know.
So lovely when we get a chance to rest for a moment. Although walking. As you desire, and so I shall. Complete.
All right, ruins.
I have done it.
With the infamous game crash, it's better to save whenever you can. Yeah, for the most part, it's more of like well, we had the one crash. And
See there? That's a trap.
Only 48?
Want to walk softly here. Of course. Well, all right. Defend yourself! As you desire. Be careful! Well, all right. And so I shall.
Okay.
It's a fight! How lovely! Lovely. What's this?
All right. Probably the first instance where it's like, okay, how to switch weapons over.
So I shall. Lovely. My, what to do?
How to switch weapons in combat, which is actually clunky as all hell to execute.
We are attacked. Of course. Lovely. Well, all right. Lovely. As you desire.
Okay. Right. Next.
All right, so there was multiple ways into that room. I think we chose the worst possible door.
More enemies ahead.
My, they're all so eager, aren't they? So I shall.
Ah, shit. Yeah, we're boned. Good thing we saved.
Just get along. No. Of course, so I shall.
That went well.
It's done. Complete. All done.
Again, bullshit combat can be bullshit.
I would watch out were I you. Lovely. It's so darling the way you go on. Truly, it is. What's this? Let's make this quick. Watch out! You forced our hand. Defend yourself. Blast it. Of course.
Not what we wanted there.
Lovely. As you desire.
All right, so we know what's in this room. We know what's in this room.
We should do something and quickly.
My, they're all so eager, aren't they?
Here comes trouble! Enough!
Kill them all! The Templars must not be alerted!
Oh, yes!
All right. So we were able to prep for that.
So lovely when we get a chance to rest for a moment. Walking.
Ah, crap.
Enemies ahead.
Lovely. It's so darling the way you are. Truly, it is. Now this should be amusing. Well, all right.
Well, we got through that one that time.
How did I get myself into this?
All right, picking up stuff. This time around, as I'm replaying people, I'm using a guide to efficiently max everything out as quickly as possible. I've already platinum the game myself, so I'm not worried about it, but I'm surprised how much reloading goes into it. Oh! I've never reloaded for stats. On any of the games that I played, I saw what was sacrificable on the achievement list, and just focused on like, okay, it's like reloading for stats almost seemed like pointless. Granted, I came close to missing some stuff on my original P5 playthrough, as well as P4 and P3, P3 portable, but was able to. Yeah, reloading for stats almost felt kind of pointless. It's like you do get enough time, depending on what you choose to sacrifice and so forth. Plus, I'm one of those people that say, you know what, I'm gonna binge the dungeons, which, of course, made Tartarus and the TV world kind of tough because there wasn't like mid save points, unlike in Persona 5, where you do get like mid save points in the palaces.
I have done it.
Yeah, one day, multiple play sessions. Yeah, and then maximize everything, you know? Not to mention, there's like some of those places got like, you know what? I never want to see some of those places ever again. Like, matter of fact, there is one dungeon in Persona 5 Royal that I'm not looking forward to re-seeing again because I absolutely hated it. It's like, yeah. It's Futaba's dungeon palace is up there as like one more annoying. Shido's was terrible. Oh, well, no, it was. No, actually, it is Maruki's Palace, the final one in the Royale content. I'm not looking forward to running through that again. I thought that one was kind of like overblown. Being turned into rats is like okay, it was a cute little gimmick. And it's going to be tougher on me on my next P5 playthrough, because before I would dedicate literally, I would start streams that would start at like 6 p.m. on Friday nights and did not end till like 4, 5, 6 in the morning on Saturdays. I was doing lengthy playthroughs of Persona 5 Royale. Akumura's Palace was mid, and it's like I can take it or leave it. It's that boss fight, even with a guide, is like I would not want to play like the original version of that, because I heard that the Persona 5 vanilla version, that fight is complete bullshit. Oh, look, it's a boss fight. I summon Wolf.
I know not how you have survived thus far. Is it luck or providence? No matter. You will not survive this!
Couldn't we all just get along?
Rude.
So I shall. Of course, and so I shall. Well, as you desire.
Where the hell did this dude go?
You force our hand. Of course, as you desire.
Yes. Force me to go through some battles twice, would you? That's what it says. Play with on safety difficulty. Why? Because why the hell not? Bedroom key. Is there a door I missed? Okay, what the heck is this for? Wait, there was a door I missed? Or it didn't like Ah. I have no idea what we... Oh, that's ice. The bedroom key dropped by the Blood Race leader can be used to open the locked door number 10, or the door can be picked. Okay, so according to this map, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 5. Yeah, I've been into every room. So... Weird. All right. I'm gonna see, was there another door that I missed along the way? As we eat shit? Huh. So we've opened every door. Unless it was talking about this room that we were able to unlock outright. All right. Either this way, it is indeed coming up on that time. So let's see if we can turn in some quests. There are more left. That's Back Alley Justice. All right, those involve traveling. Brazilian Forest and... Alright. Alright, so nothing needs to be turned in here at the moment. But we are in a good spot here to resume tomorrow. And go knocking out other side quests. You too, Cylon, as we're gonna get a raid going. Who shall we raid? Who question is who is on? Who is on this Tuesday early-ish day? We got... Is Samayo streaming? Or are they already done? Samayo is streaming. Yeah, we get to raid them. There we go. Looks they're not sure what they are doing, but it's not Overwatch, but they are doing things. So we got Dragon Age tomorrow. We'll be focusing more on the side quests. This is going to actually get... So there we go. So more Dragon Age tomorrow. CFC is more likely on Wednesday. Dragon Age on Thursday. God Eater on Friday, and Dragon Age on Saturday. And so we're going to be working on the side quests and stuff between now and then before we really advance the plot. So with that said, tighten your friendship races, stay safe, have a good one. I got some writing to do to try and before bed. We'll see you next time. Bye. Good night.